Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you a simple question. What if I told you that you can become a confident English speaker, even if you have nobody to practice with? No teacher, no partner, no classroom. Many people believe they cannot improve because they are alone. But today, I will show you why practicing alone may actually be your biggest advantage. Stay with me, because in the final part, I will share a complete daily system that can completely change the way you learn English. Let me tell you about someone named Ahmed. Ahmed always had the same excuse. He said, "I cannot speak English because I have nobody to practice with." He believed he needed a perfect teacher, a native-speaking friend, or a class before he could start. So he waited. Months passed, then years passed. He studied grammar, memorized vocabulary, watched videos, read articles. But something never changed. He still could not speak confidently. Whenever someone asked him a simple question, he became nervous and silent. One day, Ahmed realized he had spent years waiting instead of practicing. So he made a simple decision. Every day, he would speak English alone for just 10 minutes. He talked about his day, described the things in his room, spoke about his plans and his problems. In the beginning, it felt strange. Sometimes he didn't know what to say. Sometimes he made many mistakes. But he continued. After a few weeks, something surprising happened. Speaking became easier. His confidence grew. He no longer felt afraid every time he opened his mouth. Many learners believe they cannot improve unless they have another person to practice with. Speaking with others is helpful, of course, but waiting for other people can become an excuse. Many say, "I'll start when I find a partner." The perfect partner often never comes, and they keep waiting and never begin. Here's the truth. Studying English and using English are not the same thing. You can know thousands of words and still freeze when it's time to speak. Why? Because language is a skill, and skills improve through use, not through knowledge alone. Imagine wanting to learn to swim. You read books, watch videos, study every technique, but never enter the water. You'd still struggle the first time you jumped in. Speaking works exactly the same way. Practicing alone actually gives you something valuable. It removes pressure. When others are listening, learners get nervous, worried about mistakes, about pronunciation, about looking foolish. Alone, there's no judgment. You can speak slowly, stop, repeat, experiment freely, and mistakes lose their power. You can make 100 mistakes and nobody laughs. Every mistake becomes a teacher, showing you exactly what to improve. Many successful English speakers started exactly this way, talking while walking, practicing in front of mirrors, describing their day, recording their voice, and listening back. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. So if you've been telling yourself, "I can't speak because I'm alone," change that thought today. Being alone isn't a weakness. It's unlimited opportunity to practice anytime, anywhere, without depending on anyone. Your own voice can become your first real teacher. Now, have you ever watched an English video, understood almost everything, but when you tried to speak, nothing came out? This happens to millions of learners. Understanding and speaking are two different skills. Understanding happens in the brain. Speaking involves the brain and the body together. Many people train their brain every day, but forget to train their mouth. Think about becoming a football player by only reading books about football and never once kicking a ball. You wouldn't play well Because knowledge alone isn't enough. The body needs practice too. Speaking English works the same way. Your tongue, lips, and jaw are muscles, and they need training, just like any other muscle. Some English sounds don't exist in your native language, so at first, these movements feel strange, exactly like learning guitar, where your fingers feel awkward before they move naturally. There was a learner named Sarah. She could read English articles easily, understood movies with subtitles, even scored well on exams. But in conversations, she froze. One day, she realized she had spent years studying without actually speaking. So she started speaking English alone for 10 minutes daily. At first, it felt uncomfortable. She stopped often, repeated simple words. But she continued. After several weeks, speaking became easier, her sentences more natural. She still made mistakes, but she no longer froze. If you want to speak well, you must speak out loud every day. Not once a week, not only when motivated. Even a few minutes daily makes a real difference. You don't need equipment. Talk while sitting in your room, while walking, while cooking. Describe what you see, your plans, your feelings. The goal isn't perfect English. The goal is movement. Every sentence trains your speaking muscles. There's another learner, Maria, who studied for years, knew grammar and vocabulary, but always translated from her native language first. Slow and stressful. One day she started talking to herself in English while making breakfast, cleaning her room, commuting to work, describing everything around her. Slowly, she stopped translating as much. English started coming to her naturally. This is self-talk, speaking to yourself throughout the day. It removes the constant translation step and helps you think directly in English instead. What should you talk about? Your life, your morning routine, the objects around you, your plans for the day, your feelings, your recent experiences. Simple English is enough. You don't need advanced vocabulary to begin. It may feel strange at first. You may repeat the same words, and that's completely normal. There's no audience judging you, so fear gradually disappears, and that confidence carries into real conversations too. Now let's talk about recording yourself, a habit many learners avoid. There was a learner named Hassan, studying for years, but never confident speaking. His teacher suggested recording himself for 1 minute daily. The first time he listened back, he hated it. Almost everyone feels uncomfortable hearing their own voice at first, because it sounds different from what we hear in our own heads. He wanted to quit, but continued for a month anyway. He started noticing things he'd never noticed before. Mispronounced words, speaking too fast when nervous, repeating the same simple words again and again. That's the power of recording. It reveals your real problems, the ones you can't hear just by speaking in your head. After a month, Hassan listened back to his very first recording and was amazed by the difference. Fewer pauses, clearer pronunciation, more natural flow. Progress that felt invisible day to day suddenly became undeniable. Try it yourself. Record 1 minute daily, answering a simple question like, "What did I do today?" Or, "How do I feel today?" Then listen without judging yourself. Ask instead, which words were difficult? Where did I stop? What can I improve tomorrow? Keep the recordings. A month from now, listen to the first one again. You'll hear exactly how far you've come. Next is shadowing, one of the most powerful techniques for learning alone. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and immediately repeating what you hear, copying not just the words, but the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. Most learners listen passively. They understand, but never open their mouth. That's like watching dance videos every day and never standing up to dance yourself. You'd never actually learn to move. Daniel loved watching English videos for hours every evening, and his listening improved a lot. But speaking still felt slow and unclear. Then he discovered shadowing. Every morning, he chose a short video, listened to one sentence, paused, and repeated it exactly, copying the pronunciation and rhythm. At first, it was hard to keep up, but after 2 weeks, his pronunciation became clearer, and within a month, his friends noticed his English sounded far more natural. To start, choose short, easy content, something you already understand most of. A 1 or 2 minute clip repeated 10 times works better than a 30-minute video watched once. Listen to one sentence, pause, repeat it out loud, copying everything. The speed, the emotion, the stress on each word. Don't aim for perfection, aim for imitation. 10 to 20 minutes daily is enough. Consistency beats long, occasional sessions. Now let's talk about fear, because this is where most learners get stuck. Rose had studied English for years, could read and understand plenty, but stayed silent in meetings and classes, afraid people would laugh at her mistakes. She kept telling herself, "I need to study more before I start speaking." But months passed and nothing changed because she was waiting to become perfect first. If this sounds familiar, understand something important. Fear is completely normal. Every fluent speaker once felt exactly what you feel now. Fear simply means you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. Mistakes aren't the enemy. Silence is. A grammar mistake shows you what to practice. A pronunciation mistake shows you which sounds need attention. The only mistake that can't be corrected is staying silent, because silence creates no learning at all. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes after. Nobody learns to ride a bicycle by waiting to feel confident first. They ride, they fall, they try again, and confidence follows. So celebrate small wins. One sentence spoken today is worth celebrating. Give yourself permission to use simple, imperfect English. Set small daily goals instead of demanding perfection. And remember, most people you speak with aren't judging your grammar. They just want to understand your message. Rose eventually decided to speak at least once in every meeting, even imperfectly. The first time, her voice shook and she made a mistake. But nobody laughed. Nobody criticized her. People simply listened, and the conversation continued. She kept doing it, meeting after meeting, and her fear slowly got smaller. It never disappeared completely, but it stopped controlling her. That's the real goal, not speaking without fear, but speaking despite it. Finally, let's bring it all together with a complete daily system. Ali once believed he could never become a good speaker because he was completely alone. No teacher, no foreign friends, nobody to practice with. He studied constantly, but stayed silent whenever it was time to speak. Then one evening, he asked himself a simple question. What if I stop waiting and start using English every day? That question changed everything. He didn't need a complicated plan, just consistency. Some days 10 minutes, some days more. Slowly, speaking stopped feeling impossible. Here's the routine you can start today. In the morning, spend 5 minutes on self-talk. Describe your plans for the day out loud without worrying about mistakes. In the afternoon, spend 10 minutes shadowing a short video or podcast. Listen, pause, repeat, copying pronunciation and rhythm. In the evening, record a 1 or 2 minute voice message about your day. Then listen back without judgment, just noticing patterns. Before sleeping, spend a few minutes simply thinking in English about your day and your plans for tomorrow. This entire routine takes maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day, yet it can completely transform your English over time. Fluency isn't built in one day. It's built one sentence, one conversation, one small session at a time. You already have everything you need to begin. Your voice, your thoughts, your daily life. That's enough. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until your English feels ready. Speak one sentence today. Speak another tomorrow. One day, you'll look back and realize English isn't something you study anymore. It's simply part of who you are. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. What's the first thing you'll talk about in English today? Remember, you don't need perfect English to begin. You need to begin to get better English. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next video.